won't be tested at the end of my little speech. That's new for me. So my name is Mandy Jung, and I am a proud union member of St. Paul Federation of Educators. I am also, like many of you, a millennial, which means it is extremely exciting for me to be here with Bill Nye today. I can't believe it. Bill is partly to blame for me. I have a chemistry degree and a theater degree. And I am the reason why you can't do that at the University of South Dakota anymore. Bill, you don't know this, and I didn't tell you, but I did write you a letter in 2008 asking for an internship. And I never heard back. Which is fine, I get it. And because of that, maybe, I now have a social media platform where I talk about education issues in addition to being... Yeah, thank you. Some of you are here because you follow me on TikTok. Thank you for being here. And I am, a nuisance to some of our elected lawmakers, as well as being a nuisance to 7th graders as a 7th grade science teacher. And though I don't have my own theme song yet, Bill and I both share a passion for equitable science education. So today is World Teachers Day, and I would be remiss if I didn't turn our attention for just a moment to all of those teachers who are displaced from their classrooms due to ongoing war and conflicts across the world. And I call on our elected leaders to do more, up to and including ending the sale of arms to Israel. So, I don't need to tell you, because you're already here on a beautiful Saturday, that this election is really important, and the stakes are very high, especially when it comes to our students and our school staff. So let's talk about the stats, okay? Put up the scoreboard, as they say. I'm not a sports lady. Is that the right metaphor? Okay. So let's talk about what Vice President Kamala Harris has already done for us. She helped deliver the largest investment in K-12 education ever. She has helped provide billions in student loan relief. College degrees are more accessible and attainable than ever. And she delivered a record investment to HBCUs. And importantly to some of us today, where are the teachers at? She wants to give us a raise. Having decent pay keeps people in the profession, and we know that teachers who have been in the profession are better at their jobs, in most cases, and are more active in their unions. So let's talk about Coach Walls. He is a teacher and he's a union guy, right? He is a member, or was a member of NEA and AFT for many years, and I, for one, am so stoked to have a teacher as vice president. Because teachers get it done, and it is important to me that he worked in the lunchroom. That is, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. So I am confident that Harris and Walls will continue to do everything they can do to get our students, our families, our school staff, and our educators everything they need to succeed. I don't need to tell you how devastating a Trump presidency would be for educators like me here in Minnesota. During his time in office, he proposed massive cuts to public education, and he praises MAGA Republicans and their efforts to back student loan forgiveness. You know, I paid off my student loans, and I still want yours forgiven. Like, is that too much to ask? I did go to the University of South Dakota, and tuition is like 4 pencils. So, a second term for Donald Trump would be even worse. The Project 2025 agenda seeks to defund the Department of Education. And here's the thing, all of those reasonable people that were around Trump the first time, they're gone, okay? The guardrails are gone. So it is vitally important that we do everything we can do for our students. A Trump presidency would slash K-12 funding and give tax cuts to billionaires and big corporations. And I, for one, I can't hang with that. I can't do that. I can't do it. So the choice is crystal clear. We need to elect Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. They're the only candidates who will lead the way to a better future for students like Rosemary. That's one of my former students and her brother. I had them both. And they turned out fine. That's all I have to say. A better future for students and educators here in Minnesota and across the country. When Minnesota goes to the polls, we are voting for our students, we are voting for our schools, and we are voting for Democrats up and down the ballot.